They're parachuting from private jets. We're talking about those anti-Trump billionaires. They're giving it one more shot, right? They tried everything else, so now, well, they're looking at the delegate fight as their last stand to block Donald Trump, and they're increasing the ground game nationwide to ensure that the selection of delegates will oppose Donald Trump. This after the GOP frontrunner just picked up 12 more delegates in Missouri today after that state's disputed contest. Rejoining me now, Ken Blackwell, Senator Scott Brown, Tammy Bruce, and Mark Serrano. Ken, you're involved in one of the key super PACs that's spearheading this movement. I'm saying this is the establishment's last stand.
No, I don't think it's the establishment's last stand, and I don't think Air Trump should be the only airplane in the air. We all believe in, free speech, and the Supreme Court has decided that money is speech, and so why should Donald Trump
But why?
have a megaphone?
The folks in our principles, what are they so opposed to that they're throwing millions and millions of dollars against the GOP, against someone who's saying he's going to lower taxes, that he's going to lower taxes on businesses and reinvigorate the economy? What about that message don't you guys like?
Well, let me just tell you. One, Donald Trump is a free market capitalist today. He is a guy that tramples on private property rights tomorrow. Donald Trump embraces constitutional governance today. Tomorrow, he's a strong man. Essentially, you don't know where Donald Trump is. Donald Trump has supported, along with George Soros, he supported Hillary Clinton. He supported a lot of liberal, big government
Ken, let me bring
politicians.
Let me bring in Mark Serrano.
Charles, let me just close out by saying what they want to do is make sure that you send Trump through the ringer, because if he's going to be the Republican standard bearer, he needs to be a true standard bearer.
Okay, Mark Serrano, you're a Donald Trump supporter through and through. You already believe he fits those criteria.
Well, look, I think that you're right, Charles, in that Trump has got a heralded tax plan that our country desperately needs. I think he's going to have to start to spend a lot of money that he hasn't had to spend so far in a lot of states to get into these skirmishes that are taking place right now. But let me just tell you something. What a shame. What a shame that millions of dollars are going towards fighting the front runner of the GOP race. You might as well just be putting the money behind Paul Ryan or Hillary Clinton. I just think it's a darn shame that there should be this kind of money going into an anti-nominee, an anti-front-runner campaign like
Tammy,
this. It's a shame.
Tammy, that's what a lot of people are saying. They're saying, why didn't these guys put up this kind of fight against Barack Obama in the last election?
Well, look, the GOP is famously inept. This is why I keep saying why we have President McCain and President Romney. Their ineptness continues. And this is not about whether or not Mr. Trump is a liberal or conservative. What we do know is that the system itself has failed, and Americans are desperate. We are also angry, but we've not lost our minds, and we're making very clear decisions. And suddenly the system, one of Jeb Bush's aides said the other day that they had been in charge of the asylum, and now the inmates have got control. So you've got a Jeb Bush aide referring to the American voter as the inmates of an asylum. This is why things are going to be changing. Now, I think Ted Cruz is a fabulous alternative, but I also think that a combination of those two men will send a message for the establishment, for the American people, considering what's going on with national security and the economy.
Senator Brown, before help me wrap this up, because
sure.
You've again, I think you have sway with both sides. I think the establishment appreciates you, knows you. Obviously, you helped Donald Trump. Is there a way to bring them together?
Yeah, first of all, I thought Tammy's analysis was excellent, and my message to Ken is what is a true standard bearer? And Mark, I don't disagree. The fact that you have the establishment, these billionaires spending millions and millions of dollars against our front runner, which should be going to Bernie or Hillary right now, getting ready for that real battle. I've never seen anything like it. So how do you actually fight back, Charles, to get to your answer? It's to have Trump and Cruz run together as a team, and then you'll have to unite the party, because then everyone will say, oh, my goodness, what am I going to do? And they'll have to vote for the team.
All right,
Ken, that's it.
Ken, you guys may have to fuel up a few more jets. We got to leave it there. We got to leave it there, guys, because I've got former Governor Jan Brewer coming up. Ken, you'll come back later. I promise you.